Every day, everywhere in the world, people wake up, get dressed, and head off to make a living, following the path they've chosen. But deep down inside, there's always a desire for a better way, a simpler way, a legitimate way to make more money, have more free time, and enjoy life rather than just work until we die. We have found a 100% legitimate, inexpensive, logical system with a valuable product and real-time commissions. Generate income with just a cell phone and an internet connection from anywhere at any time. Get started now, get paid now. Do you look for ways to make more money? Ask for info, and we will send you more information. Let's talk.
Let us talk. Hello, hello. I love hearing from millionaires. Thank you so much, Mrs. Dalco. Man, oh my goodness. So thank you everybody for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon for Daniel's Den. Listen, we are gonna go into some really good conversation here. We are gonna chat about my story so that people can, of course, connect with me more. I'm always loving to connect with people. Really, really, really enjoy my connection with Wealth Builders Worldwide and all the things that it drew out of me, right? So I'm glad that everybody's hanging out today, tonight. Thank you. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitter. We're live on, what's the last one? YouTube. So YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So thank you everybody for joining today, tonight, this afternoon. It's a Friday night. Friday the 13th. Oh, okay. But this has been on my heart to share for an extended period of time, and tonight is the night. So I will try my best to keep these eyeballs clear. But hey, whatever happens, happens, right? We're going to be transparent today and really just share a little bit of my story, because I want you guys to know who I am. I want everybody to be able to connect with me. And there's certain things, part of my success journey, that will definitely empower others. So I definitely want to share that freely. We're part of Wealth Builders Worldwide. It's an amazing organization that has truly empowered people all over the world. But let me not go into all of that. Let me start at the beginning when it comes to me, right? So born and raised in New York, right? My family is from Trinidad and Tobago, and I got some Caribbean connections with our Wealth Builders Worldwide family. Of course, there's a lot of great people within Wealth Builders that's from the Caribbean, right? So grew up with three sisters in New York, New York, New York. I never thought I would move. Oh my gosh, I never thought I would move from New York. I never thought that I would move. I don't know, it's something about being there. Family was there, friends were there. So I never thought that I would actually move, right? So that's part of my story is I moved, and I've been in Georgia now for, oh, Lord, well over 17 years, but who's counting, right? So that's part of my journey there, right? And that move to Georgia was huge. Okay. That move to Georgia was huge. It really, really impacted me in a positive way in so many different ways, right? And it brought some challenges also, right? It brought a whole lot of challenges also. So it was a combination of both, right? Opportunity and challenges all together in one area, right? So when I moved to Georgia, man, I'm telling you right now, I was trying to, make things happen, trying to bring a family together, trying to, make sure, my oldest son, who's 19 now, goodness gracious, trying to make sure, everything was prepared for him, and, making sure that my family, my sons, wife, all that stuff was under one location. And man, I'm telling you, I was working real hard. Man, I was really working real hard to make that happen. And at that time, I was working three jobs. The running joke is I was a true Caribbean. If you guys know, if you guys know Caribbean men, sometimes that's just a thing, right? If you're a Caribbean man, you got 3, 4 job, right? You got 3, 4 job. Okay, so so we'll get into that another time. But I'm telling you right now, like I was aggressively trying to make things happen in my life. And at that time in my life, 3 jobs, it was crazy. Trying to work 3 jobs was crazy. And the hours were crazy. And I will tell you straight up, I will never go back to that type of situation. I will never go back to that kind of time, right? I will never go back. Three jobs was crazy, right? As they say, one job is for one person, right? So, but that's part of my story. I was working three jobs aggressively. You know what? I remember I was so tired one night. I think I got off work maybe 1 or 2 a.m., something like that. And I'm just trying to make my way home, driving home from Georgia. And I probably was speeding. I mean, I don't know. I was pretty spent, right? Three jobs is crazy. Like I said, that's not the lifestyle that I wanted to live, right? But that's what was happening in that time. And I know I got pulled over and I was tired, man. Oh my gosh, I was so tired. And I got pulled over and I was kind of like, this is the first time I got pulled over. I was so nervous. Oh my gosh, I was nervous. I was scared. I was like, I didn't know really what to do. Like I said, I was really tired and disorientated. And he pulls me over and I'm like, my heart is beating through my chest. He's approaching the car and I'm like, I don't know what's going down. I'm super nervous. I'm trying to stay as still as possible, but I'm super scared, right? And he comes up to the window and I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to take any sharp movements, man. I'm thinking about people getting hurt because they show a wallet, right? Like that's where I was. That's where I was at mentally because I was out of it. I was tired, right? And I mean, he pulled me over. He's like, "Hey, are you gonna lower down your window?" I'm like, I didn't even know the procedure. I didn't want to make any sharp movements. I was real slow in lowering down my window. Like I said, three jobs is crazy. I don't wish that on anybody, but that was part of what I was doing. And I was so tired. I was so scared. That I was so scared in that situation because I didn't know what to expect, and it was my first time getting pulled over. And he was nice, everything was fine, but it was just like, wow, I had spent so much energy working these jobs that it was hard for me driving home and things of that nature. What's going on, Miss Constance? Thank you for joining again. You're always connecting with me. So I'm just sharing a little bit of my story. And born in New York, family from Trinidad, three amazing sisters, depending on how you view them, right? Growing up. No, my sisters are awesome. I love my sisters sometimes. You understand. But yeah, that experience was crazy and it kind of jolted me. I'm like, man, I'm doing a lot, right? Working three jobs, doing a lot, getting pulled over, not having that experience is like, wow, like I gotta do something different, right? And I remember just, wanting better, right? Wanting better for myself, wanting better for my family, wanting better for my son at that time. Now I got two, right? But I just was a dad that wanted more, right? I was just a dad that wanted more. The three jobs wasn't working out, right? The three jobs wasn't working out. I see you laughing at me, Miss Constance. But, you know, my move to Georgia was huge. Oh, all right, Miss Constance, New York, New York. All right, we share that in common then. Queens, New York for me, right? Queens, New York. Pretty much right where, not too far from where 50 Cent grew up. Pretty much the same area, right? South Ozone Park. He's a cool guy, by the way, 50 Cent. Especially, what am I talking about now? And LL Cool J is pretty cool too, right? LL Cool J is pretty cool. I met him several times. He was always at the mall in New York. We just used to kind of chat with him a little bit. He's super super down to earth, low key. Georgia is lovely. Yes, it is. Georgia definitely is lovely. I hear you. It's kept me for over 17 years, over 18 years. So yeah, it is lovely. So I just was, man, I just knew within myself I wanted to do more. I wanted to be able to have more. And it wasn't happening with those three jobs, right? Now, some things came out of that, but still, those three jobs was not working out for me, right? So as time progressed, my move to Georgia has impacted my life so much. And I have to thank my dad for my move to Georgia. Because, like I said, I never would have moved. I was just thinking I'd be in New York. I never had a mindset to change, right? But all of a sudden, my dad just had this feeling and this urging, which kind of felt like it was out of nowhere. But I guess over time, he just wanted to change. He wanted to move. And he chose Georgia, and we all moved to Georgia, right? So I owe my dad for this move to Georgia. The reason why that's so important is because through that move and through those relationships that I built in Georgia, I got connected to Mrs. Dalco, the millionaire voice that you just heard going through that overview. I got connected through our praise team and music ministry to Mrs. Dalco and Mr. Dalco. I got connected to people like Mr. Alan Austin. Woo! And those relationships have fast forwarded my life in such a way. Those empowering relationships have impacted me in a positive way immensely. Not just the growth, personal growth, right? But we're turning the corner on passive residual income from real estate in Dubai because of following the leadership of Mr. Delco. A gentleman like me, a person who grew up fighting with three jobs, a person from Queens, New York, who didn't know about passive income, who didn't know about building wealth, has been connected to several financially free leaders and been connected to several millionaires and now several billionaires. That's a pretty cool life, huh? That's a pretty cool life. Like I said, I was going to try and keep these dry, but it is what it is. When I think about, and I book just, whew, positive change. Yep, always a blessing. That's right, Miss Constance. That's real talk. Thank you. I hope you feel me. Because part of me wants to do this live stream and part of me doesn't, right? Part of me wants to do it and part of me is like, man. So, like I said, those relationships have put me in position for passive residual income. I have a growing organization, but even in the midst of that, passive residual income, that's just one avenue of passive residual income because of the relationship here with Wealth Builders Worldwide. Right? Hey, Miss Cece. Right? So now, even bigger than that, because yes, we're positioning and I'm positioning myself for more passive income. But one of the biggest things is uncovering and pulling out the greatness that's within me, uncovering the purpose for my life, pulling that out because of Wealth Builders Worldwide, because of being connected to not just this organization, but these empowering relationships. CC Mahone has spoken into my life, and several leaders have poured in to our lives. I still have that gift you guys gave me. It's right on my desk, Miss CC. So thank you. It's right on my desk. Um, wow, where do I go from here, right? But this is my story. Grew up in Queens, New York, didn't even know I was leaving New York, and now those ordered steps have brought me into Wealth Builders Worldwide. Finding and uncovering more and more of what I'm designed to do and my purpose in terms of sharing content and sharing information and empowering people. You have no idea how your story will impact other people. You have no idea what you moving towards your goals and dreams, how it will impact other people. It's like it's like a punch in the stomach sometimes, a good punch in the stomach. You're like, wow, wow, because of me pursuing this dream, I impacted this life and I've impacted that life. And when they come to you and they tell you how they impacted you, it's like it's an amazing feeling. It is the best drug, if I could use that word. Maybe it's not the best word or best phrase, right? But it is so empowering, empowering others. Man, woo, if you could feel that and bottle it up and drink it every day, man, you would be on cloud nine. You would be able to dominate any situation from my point of view. Thank you, Miss Constance. And thank you, Miss CC Mahone. An amazing leader. Amazing leader. We are surrounded by so many empowering people. It is wonderful. It is wonderful. So, guys, I'm just a dad that wants to do more for his sons. I'm just a guy that wants to do more for his family. The time freedom, the financial freedom is all in the horizon. It's all in the now, really, and we're manifesting it as we continue to acquire and accumulate more and more assets. That's just going to take care of itself. That's going to be a side effect of acquiring things that are putting us in position for more passive income. Like I said, grew up in New York. I wasn't taught financial literacy until I connected with Wealth Builders Worldwide. I went through business management courses and didn't learn about real financial literacy until I connected to Wealth Builders Worldwide. And I'm thankful that it happened at this point in my life. Truly, truly thankful. Thank you, Miss CC. You're amazing. So we have a lot to be thankful for. We have a lot to be thankful for. All the components that are coming together, it's really all to benefit you. Whoever is finding this video, get back with the person who's sharing this content with you. We are trying to connect you with something that's going to empower your financial now and your financial future, and outside of the finances, something that will help you pull the greatness out of you. The greatness that is within you. It might be dormant, it might be active. Either way, connect with the wealth builder that's sharing this content with you so that we can refine that for you and pull it out even bigger. Woo! All right, everybody, this has been a little bit of my story, still in the writing, because I have a whole lot more that I need to do, right? So I'm going to show this one picture because it's on my heart to do it. And you know, my dad growing up, he had that one picture that he loved, right? You know, when he was really thin, you know, right? He felt that he was in his best shape, right? He had that one picture that he would always look at, right? Or he'd always brag about or point to, right? Well, my dad had that. Maybe your dad didn't have that, right? But more and more, as I look at this picture of me, I'm thinking about it more and more, and this might be the picture, right? This might be the picture, and I'm going to explain why in just a second. So this picture was just was taken years ago, and the reason why I picked out this picture, there's a whole lot of reason behind it. This is right after a live event that I hosted called Kickstart Your Dreams. And as you can tell by my smile, I'm extremely happy, right? And in that meeting, especially afterwards, I realized more and more that my purpose is being unfolded by wealth builders worldwide. So that's the reason for that big smile, right? So that's the reason why I picked that picture. Like I said, pulling out and uncovering your greatness. Don't miss this. Get back with the person sharing this content with you. We're going to empower you financially and help you move towards your greatness. All right, everybody. Thank you for your time. I'll see you on the next live stream.